Hello everyone, I am Marathon Hanzo. Today I wanted to talk about AI art and what's been going on with it in terms of Magic the Gathering, and then kind of look at what the overall landscape looks like for it in multiple industries. Wizards had decided in 2023 that they would discontinue using AI art after a part of the market base was upset about its use in some Dungeons & Dragons products. And then early in the new year, Wizards shared this image of the Retro Border Shocklands from Ravnica Remastered, which was also created by using AI, but has the card artwork overlaid. Eventually, Wizards looked into how they created this promo image and discovered the vendor that they used to create the marketing promo did indeed use AI to generate parts of the image and accept the responsibility on releasing the image without knowing how it was created. This isn't even the only art scandal that Wizards has had recently. Previously, a card release for Lost Caverns of Ixalan featured a copy and paste of another artist's work as the background of the card. But for those of us that aren't artists and aren't in general scared of AI, why is this industry in particular so against the use of AI to generate their work product, where in my day-to-day I commonly ask AI to help me generate code to start working from? One major complaint that I see is that the art used to train the AI is of course subjective. Someone curates what is used to train the AI, and then the AI will generate content based on those subjective preferences it was given, intentional or unintentionally. Specifically, many of the AI art programs when used to generate images of women would overly sexualize the images because that's how the AI was trained by its creators. Another aspect I saw appear a lot was that many people believe in artistic endeavors as something wholly human, and adding computers to the mix with AI-generated art can provoke an almost uncanny valley-like reaction to these products that was human-like but created by machines. And a big issue is of course when AI art bots are trained to use copyrighted images. When these images are used by someone other than the copyright holder to train a system to generate similar art, it's effectively stealing. But it doesn't appear that there is appropriate regulation on how commercial AI art is generated and trained to avoid this. Of course, there is the very real aspect that as AI art matures, companies can use computers to generate work that would have been done by a person, and it will reduce the amount of jobs available for artists. Like I said earlier though, I already work in an industry where AI can be used to skip some of the early steps of development. I don't think it's put a dent in the amount of developers needed or the skill level needed in those positions. I think this is going to be true eventually for AI art as well, where the tools will improve current artists rather than eliminate their jobs. One industry that expects to have a positive impact from AI art is anime. It's extremely commonplace in the Japanese business world for employees to overwork themselves, and to feel a responsibility to complete all their tasks even when working so much is a detriment to their personal health. This also carries over from business to anime studios, who are of course also businesses, but based on artistic works. In these studios, the work actually rolls uphill. The directors on a particular show have the responsibility to inspect and correct every page of art that is created. This is definitely an industry that is difficult to work for, and the work is intensive and long. There is a comparison here between some of the anime studios and video game studios where the long hours and crunch work are expected, and almost considered a privilege for getting to work on something so popular or culturally important. And video game studios also have artists who get thrown into the crunch as well to continue to produce assets up until the game launches. Some studios though expect to use AI art to generate some of the panels, or in some cases even write stories. A few directors have expressed that the talent level of their current artists is so poor that it's what causes them to have so many panels to correct and then leads to overwork for themselves. And there's a catch-22 the studio has created for themselves, where the artist's work is poor, probably because it's well known that the hours and pay aren't competitive for freelance work or other avenues for artists of skill. Still, something like an anime seems like an appropriate use case for AI art. The studio can train their own bot using their copyrighted work to continue to reproduce consistent images of its characters, or even ask for references when considering new characters to be introduced to the work. If the main part of the work product is created at a consistent level by AI, and then artists can continue to contribute by creating the fine details that AI consistently fails at. There are definitely some pitfalls in the current use of AI art and how bots are being trained using subjective art or copyrighted works. I think eventually though we'll see some legitimate workflows established within art industries to show how it can be used effectively and for positive benefit for artists rather than decreasing jobs. So what do you think? Let me know in the comments. I know this is kind of a spicy one, but it's very relevant to all these card games that I play since they're all created by hand. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and take care.